at Half Tracks and Honeybees. Going on the road trip in the Half Track. First time I've ever done it live. Not sure how it's going to work, but we'll give it a shot. Let me flip it around. Here we go. Now y'all are along for the ride. It's a little bit noisy. If we don't go very fast, we're heading out to a local event called Glory Days. It's an antique tractor and engine show. Lots of great people, lots of great food. Should be a good day. Beautiful blue skies today. It's a little chilly, about 40 degrees. Y'all that don't know, Bertha's a 1941 World War II half-track. They were used for troop transport to support armor divisions in World War II. She was in a million pieces when I found her in a barn. So I had to restore her, put her all back together again, make her run. It was a great project. My son's followed us in the Jeep. Yeah, we're going on around a 20-mile round trip today, over and back. The guys that were assigned to half tracks in World War II were some tough guys. I'll be worn out by the time we get home. They rode these things for hundreds of miles. Hey, thanks for the comment, Shannon. I can't really reply. Kind of got my hands full. Hey, David, I see you down there. I've never done this before. It's kind of cool. Of course, if I have to get you here, we're going to be in trouble. questions, just put them down in the chat. If I can read them, I'll be glad to answer them. Hey Shannon, they claim the top speed is 45 miles an hour, which I guess if somebody's shooting at you, you're just going to go however fast it'll go. But I know around 25 or 30, she seems to be a lot more comfortable there. These old vehicles didn't have a whole lot of horsepower. It's a 6-cylinder, runs on gas, a flathead, 386 cubic inches. It's about 3 miles to the gallon. It only has 147 horsepower. But she weighs about 16,000 pounds. But I've got a 4-speed transmission with high and low range, so I've got lots of gears. Got some traffic behind us. I'm gonna have to wave around up here. The guy staying so far behind, it's gonna be hard for him to catch up to get around us. He must be afraid to pass the Jeep with that 50 cal in the back. Finally. Now we got another one back there. We'll have to wait for another little straight stretch. Yeah, she don't have much suspension. The motor weighs, or the engine weighs about 1,500 pounds. And when I set the motor down in her, she really didn't move a whole lot. So she's sprung pretty tight. And the bogies on the rear really don't give it all up and down. Let's get some more people around us. Okay. Now nobody else is back there. That's good. Well, this particular half track supposedly came off of a training base in Colorado. She never went overseas. Most of the equipment that went overseas, they left it over there. They didn't bring it home. Maybe the high dollar stuff like tanks. But the Jeeps and the half tracks, they just left them there. There's more parts and stuff over in Europe for half tracks than there are in the US. I bought a few items over there. The parts weren't very expensive, but the shipping was pretty crazy. Okay, we got a stoplight up here. I'll see if I can drive and change gears at the same time while I'm holding the phone. Shouldn't be a problem. Famous last words. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Got some bicycle riders. I hope we don't get behind any bicycles. They're hard to get around. They go about as fast as I do. It's kind of embarrassing, ain't it? No, I wasn't in the military. My dad was infantry in World War II. I just always had a fascination for mechanical things. I grew up working in Dad's service station. So restoring these old pieces of equipment, that's kind of my part of keeping that history alive. Hey Grayson, how you doing? We're just taking a ride in the half track this morning. A little bouncy sometimes. When you get up to around 30, she wants to start galloping just a little. It would probably ride a lot better if I was out on dirt roads and going through fields like they mostly did in World War II. They didn't ride on a lot of asphalt roads overseas. Yeah, like I was saying, she was used on a training base in Colorado. After that, she supposedly was sold to a railroad that used her to move cars around in the yard. And then she went to Texas and sat outside for, I have no idea, pick a number, 40 or 50 years. She was brought up to North Carolina in 2000. The fella that bought her was an old electronics teacher of mine, and I think it turned out to be a bigger project than he wanted. So after I restored the Jeep, I half track was, so I went over and cut a deal with him, and that's how I got her. I guess I purchased her back around 2018. Definitely took a couple of years to restore her. I had her ready to do the July 4th parade in 2020. And then we had COVID. So I was all dressed up and nowhere to go. So I had the next year between the parades. It was kind of a bummer. We got some more cars behind us I got to get around. Well, we're not too far from where we turned. Road's a little bit curvy to be passing. We might just let him stay back there. to a local event called Glory Days. It's an antique tractor and engine show. They put a big emphasis on honoring military folks, so the half track and Jeep fit right in. We like to do what we can to honor veterans. We got several cars behind us, but we're going to be turning right up here. So if nothing's coming, we're going to whoop it in here. I hope nothing's coming. Okay, looks good. Yeah, this thing ain't got power steering. It's just all the power I can give it. We're almost there. Gosh, I got a lot of cars behind. I'll probably go ahead and sign off for now. I might pop back on with another live in a little bit to get her, or to get a better idea of all the stuff that's happening. But once I turn in and try to park, ain't no way I can do it one-handed. This thing don't park like a sporty car. I do appreciate y'all tuning in. This has been pretty cool. We'll definitely have to do it again sometime. So I hope y'all have a great day. Let's see, one more question. I'm in North Carolina. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off if I can figure out how to do that. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know how to cut this thing off. That's pretty funny. I'm just going to have to lay you down. You're just going to have to listen to some noise for a minute. How y'all doing? We're back. Yeah, I'm gonna try to turn it up here and get in there. Okay. We'll see if it works. Y'all didn't leave a whole lot of room between the stakes. Yeah. We'll see. Thank you, man. Oh yeah. Okay, we're still live, I think. Pulling into the show now. I meant to cut this thing off, but I can't figure out how to end the live. Y'all are just along for the ride. Oh Lord, they didn't leave me much room to turn in here. I'm gonna have to use both hands. I'll be back. See all these tractors down through here. Pretty cool. Lord, I gotta turn in through this little hole right here. This might be interesting. Okay.
Well, we made it. And I still can't figure out how to cut this thing off. Oh, there's how you do it. Duh. You just hit the little X up in the corner. How clever. Anyway, appreciate y'all coming along. We'll probably do another one in a little bit. Y'all take care. Have a great